A lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago. Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah,
so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, really gon' rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Hello, guys. Hi, Lilith. Hi, My Perspective. Hi, Last Nerve. Hi, Bella. I know, I'm over here dancing. This isn't going to be like a real long live, guys. This is the only thing I'm going to cover today. But hi, Tiny Ghost. I noticed that Rosie had put up a video responding to this person that she was, I don't know, arguing with or used to be friends with or whatever. And people in the comments were upset that she wasn't saying who it was. Good morning, Chili, or good afternoon. I'm so used to mornings. So people in the comments were upset. I'm going to ignore chat for just a minute, guys. People in the comments were upset that she was not telling them who she was speaking on. And so they were like, why bother making a video about it and setting things straight? Good morning, Angel, or good afternoon, Angel. And so I thought, well, I'll spread some light on the subject because I covered Rosie just briefly before she came to YouTube when she was just on Instagram. And the only reason that I had covered Rosie, hi, Roslyn, is because I have covered Planet with a Palate. And everybody in my chat seems to really like Planet with a Palate. And I had noticed that Planet with a Palate was kind of arguing on Twitter and Insta a little bit. I will say Planet with a Palate, I feel, is classy. So she's not going to go out there like saying horrible, horrible things on a public platform. But Rosie didn't either in this video, which we will watch. But first, we're going to watch the video where it was one of my live streams where Rosie and Planet with a Palate were fighting. And it puts into perspective a little bit more what Rosie's video is about. So then we will watch Rosie's video. Because if we watch the video that I did first, then you'll know what Rosie is talking about. Because it was kind of, what's the word? I can't think of the word, but mysterious kind of, right? Because she did this video. Who cares if we don't know who you're talking about? Who cares, right? So that's what we're going to start with the live. And y'all, I am so sorry. Why didn't somebody tell me my quality was so bad? This is so blurry and horrible. You can't read like comments on the screen or anything. I'm hoping that my streams now are not this poor quality. Thank goodness. They're scamming. SGM is in it for the coin. This combo is a word salad. I have zero idea. Thank you, Lilith. Except he needs to use a bathroom break. Right, Bella? And that's a very I will say for Ariel, that's a very respectable job. That's what my daughter-in-law does. Hold on. I'm going to see if this helps. I don't know if it's because I did have it set low on YouTube, so I don't know if it's that or if it's that my quality. Ah, better. Okay. Okay. Now, let me tell you. Planet with a Palate So
Hi, Poper. Hi, Gail.
apparently she was friends with this fat Rose Phoenix on
Gail.
Instagram. Like they met in real life. Um, I believe she has a video up with her. So anyway, this this fat Rose had Rain's. So before Rosie came to YouTube, she was big on Instagram, and her username on Instagram was Fat Rose Phoenix. I personally think she changed her name because of this drama, but I mean, I don't know that for sure. Kane. And apparently, well, I have it pulled up. So here it is. This is the picture that she posted. This Kane right here, apparently, hold on, let me move myself. Apparently, this cane that she has right here is Rain's cane. And Rain got upset with her because she took this picture. And Rain said that she has never, whenever they've been together or anything else. I know, and I'm not sure why, you guys, the sound is low today. I have no idea why that is. I don't know if it's just, let me see if it's just this stream, if the other one does it too.
I was groomed.
Ah! Wow. She just took that video down that we were going to watch where she was my response and accountability to move on. Not so much accountability, Rosie, if you take down the video. Rosie, shut us down, y'all. I know. I'm not sure why and I have it up. Oh, no, let me see if this still has. Sometimes if I use this other browser, it helps, but I don't know if I have. All right, hold on, guys. I'll try it. If this helps, I don't know. Right, Bella? She had to have seen that we were streaming it, and that's why she took it down. I find it funny that it was called response and accountability. There's no accountability if you take down the video, Rosie. And I didn't even have attitude toward Rosie, but that kind of ticks me right the heck off. All right, let's see if it's any better here. Way better. Hold on. Now I got to turn my volume down. That like about took my ears out. Hi, Frosty. Yeah, so she's the same Rosie that had beef with Planet with a palette. Exactly, Peace Baby. And I don't know if any of you saw the video that Rosie had out this morning. The one that she just took down so we can't watch, to put it in perspective. Yeah, that's accountability for you, Rosie. So anyway, I will still let us watch this one. And then you guys will at least know what is going on with the two of them. Even though myself in my chat has always loved Planet with a Palette, I totally intended on going into this unbiased. Because I don't dislike Rosie either. I just feel like Rosie has to prove herself. I just feel like, you can't just pop into Goro World and you know, everybody, I'm not going to be on that bus where everybody like kisses her butt because she's a new character. I'm not going to do that. But anyway, here is this video to put some of what hers was about in perspective. Now, I don't know if she's going to put anything else out about this. Okay, now let me tell you. Planet with a Palate. So, apparently, she was friends with this fat Rose Phoenix on Instagram. Like, well, see, I agree, Peace Baby, and that's what I'm saying. Like, because when Chantel started, you know, getting boring and everything, we went on a moo hunt to try to find another lol cow. Planet with a Palate was one of the ones that we reviewed, and we decided that we were going to use her more as a palate cleanser because we all liked her. And like I said, she, you know, she's got a little bit of class. So I agree. I think Planet with a Palate is very likable, and this does not bode well for Rosie. They met in real life. I believe she has a video up with her. So anyway, this fat Rose had Rain's cane, and apparently, well, I have it pulled up. So here it is. This is the picture that she posted. This cane right here, apparently, hold on, let me move myself. All right. Apparently this cane that she has right here is Rain's cane. And Rain got upset with her because she took this picture. Rain is Planet with a Palate, if anybody doesn't know. And Rain said that she has never, whenever they've been together or anything else, she has never needed a cane. So Rain kind of was like, you know, upset with her that she posted this like scantily clad picture with Rain's cane, like as if she was, you know, kind of like she was trying to gain sympathy or you know, cash from people or whatever. So Rain said something to her about it. Well, this woman got so mad at Rain for saying something that she really is going on like a hate attack against her. I don't have any of Rose's videos. I didn't see videos that she had out about it. Apparently most of what took place on Rose's end was Twitter, but Rain does a good job of telling us exactly like, you know, what happened and what took place. Let me see. All right. So I have this video pulled up. Here we go.
Her newest tactic of bringing up my children to her non-safe for work Twitter, which is very inappropriate for someone who has claimed that they are concerned about the safety of the kids or something like that. And she's made a very vague statement on there that says minors can't consent, which makes it sound far worse than even the claim that she's making, which is also untrue. And she's doing a lot of this for attention. And I think that the positive attention that she's getting from this, from people acting, you know, like her victimization of herself is correct, is pushing her forward. I don't really know, but all I do know is that I am going to ask you once and for all, Rosie, because I know that you're somehow seeing my messages and stuff, to please stop talking about my kids. It's not appropriate. And there are a lot of things that minors can consent to, like having a job, which is why my son has a job. Minors shouldn't moderate abusive YouTube comments. Okay. Well, yeah. Just for the record, all the work that my son has...
Oh, hold on. Why shouldn't moderators moderate abusive comments? That's kind of the whole reason that you have moderators.
On my YouTube channel, he's been paid for, and he's chosen to do. I was totally fine. Her Instagram stories, she said minors can't consent. Okay, so like basically she's making it sound really bad, and she's also mentioning my children on her not safe for work Twitter feed, which I do not. That's not okay. She needs to stop. So I'm going to ask you, Rosie, one last time to please stop this attack of me. You know.
I'm assuming because Rosie has does adult work, that she had a Twitter devoted to just that work, and that's what Rain is saying, that she was posting these things on an adult account, if you get my drift.
The parts of what you're saying that are untrue completely. And I'm going to ask that you stop, because this has gone too far now. You've given out my personal name and information. You have made me a target so that people can find me on Facebook. You are now involving my children. Yeah, I would love to move on, but honestly, her behavior is scaring me, and I'm to the point where people are telling me that I need to seek a protection order. And this has been going on for 3.
Well, Blondie, and the only thing about that, good for her, but I don't feel like she's breaking free of that. You know, if you're going to, do your live streams or your videos in a pool, in a bikini, I feel like that's not, getting away from that community at all.
Days nonstop. And I do not want to involve the authorities, because that just seems like, honestly, what is even happening right now. But I'm going to if this continues. So I'm asking you, Rosie, to please stop now. There is nothing else to say. You told me, or you issued the threat at the beginning of this, Rosie, that, I made the first punch and now you're going to make the last punch. I guess your last punch was to hit by bringing my children into this. And they don't deserve it. None of what you're saying is true, and you know it. And I want you to stop.
Good morning.
And if you cannot stop harassing me, then I will contact the authorities. So I need you to understand that. That's not me threatening you. That is me threatening to protect myself by whatever means necessary at this point. I am not attacking you. I'm not even saying anything bad about you, other than I want you to stop this behavior, because it's abusive and it is not appropriate. So you need to stop.
I'm just going to say to Rosie, by taking down that video, see, we're watching Rain's response to all of this right now. But you taking down that video doesn't tell your side at all. It wasn't necessarily something that was going to be reacted to negatively, but I wanted to show both sides. So that was the purpose of that. But now your side isn't getting heard.
If you don't, I will contact the authorities, because you have broken the law at this point by giving my personal information out on a public platform against my will. That is not cool. And you continue issuing threats, both vague and not vague, towards me, and I want
Yes, she did. She talked about them. Basically, the whole video was about them, but she never named them. So that's what people were irritated about, because she tells all this, but she doesn't say who it is. So to be perfectly honest, I don't really understand what the purpose of the video was. If you weren't, if you weren't saying who it was, then we didn't need to know it.
And you know that what you're doing is not the kind of person.
So, Rain apparently has a bunch of things that she could out about this Fat Rose, but despite how badly Rose is attacking her, and she's attacking her on multiple. I just want to say, disclaimer, I don't call her Fat Rose because I came up with Fat Rose. Her name was Fat Rose Phoenix before platforms. And despite how bad she's attacking her, Rain is not spilling any of the info about Rose. She keeps it classy.
That you want to be, Rosie, at least that I've heard you say. I really hope that you will stop now, because all you're doing is causing harm. There is nothing good that can come of this. And I just need you to end it. So stop. Please, Rosie, stop. Stop attacking me. Stop attacking my friends. Stop attacking my family. I need you to stop. Hi, everyone. So I just wanted to give a quick update about what's going on with the
Hi,
whole
Shauna.
situation of
Grateful, good morning or good afternoon.
frustration at hand. Hi, everybody. So I just wanted to give a quick update about what's going on. In the last 24 hours, good morning, Rosie Jean has taken to 2 different 18-plus platforms, one being a community that we're both part of, a forum that we're both part of, the other being her Not Safe for Work Twitter. And on both of those platforms, she has mentioned my children. She also made thank you, Angela. She also made a post on the 18-plus platform where she said something about me accusing her of doxing when she had shared a censored picture. So for everyone who doesn't know what happened, she, there's a couple of updates. She's continuing her attack on me across multiple platforms. On this platform, she said that I was accusing her of doxing when she had posted a censored photo. What it was is she took a screenshot from my Facebook, stating that I was thanking her for a gift she gave me back in November for my birthday. I guess to prove we were once friends. I don't know. It was rather silly since I've actually already thanked.
Hi, Dangling Foot. Good morning or good afternoon. Jeez.
her for that on multiple platforms several months ago when it happened. But when she took that screenshot from my private Facebook, she did put a line through my name. However, the line was opaque.
Good morning,
and
good afternoon, JB.
People began to find me on Facebook. So that is doxing. Maybe she didn't intend to do it. I don't doubt that. What I do think happened is that she is so angry and she's unraveling and attacking me so hard that she wasn't paying attention to what she was doing. And she said at one point in this, when she was issuing out a lot of threats, that, well, I've got to figure out what my next step is going to be. And she keeps saying things like that, And then she was like, I don't want to ring any bells that I can't unring. But at this point she has, because she's doxed me. Whether it was intentional or not, she still did. And she's misgendered me. She's misgendered my son. She's brought my kids into this. And she's posted about my children on two 18-plus platforms.
Thank you for being a member and being a big
Not
deal.
okay. Since this all started, it really does say what kind of person she is.
Shout out, Blondie.
I'm actually surprised.
Good afternoon,
A
Jarella.
couple weeks ago when I broke off our friendship, I knew that being around her was affecting my mental health in a negative way, but I still thought she was a good person. I told her as much when I broke off the friendship. I did call her out about one thing on Twitter that I thought was questionable. I don't even care about that anymore. It's really gone so far beyond that at this point.
I believe she goes by the pronouns they, them, that. Or no, who asked that? Bree.
Blondie
They, them.
Heart has become a member. Woohoo. I'm a big deal.
Engaged her
Smash that.
on one Twitter
Thumbs
post.
Up you all.
She is the one who has brought this to multiple platforms. I'm okay. She has brought this to multiple platforms. I never responded on Instagram until she brought it to
Fresh
Instagram.
flowers.
And in my response, I've genuinely just been asking her to stop harassing me, stop bringing my children into this. It's inappropriate. Stop harassing me. I really haven't. Thank you. Yummy. I want some pizza. I really haven't attacked her. I don't feel. Mostly what I'm talking about is the behavior that she's
Correct me
distributing.
if I'm wrong, guys, but I believe, Nicole, it means they don't identify as male or female.
Attack of me. Even she's been telling a lot of lies and kind of weaving a web of lies. And when even in her post on this forum that we're both in, the post said, and I did take screenshots. It's been removed now by the group who runs the forum, by the admin, because it was harassment. It was breaking their policies of harassment. Yeah, I really hope so. She is doing it to get a reaction, and I understand what you're saying, and don't give her one. But I'm being harassed. I'm being harassed on multiple platforms on the internet, and it's. I have PTSD. I don't talk about the reasons why I have PTSD a lot, but basically, I had a very severely abusive childhood, and I don't really care to get deep into that because it's my private stuff, but this has really triggered me. One of my two major triggers with my PTSD is feeling unsafe, and this has really triggered me into feeling unsafe. Probably because it's happening from someone that I once trusted. Hang on one second. And that's why. But it's hard for me not to respond because I don't feel
Awesome,
that
Hannibal.
the behavior that's happening is appropriate or acceptable. So, thank you. Yeah, it's been, so even in this post that she made on this forum, at the beginning of the post, she said that I was accusing her of doxing. At the end of the post, she said that she has not consumed anything that I've said over the last 72 hours. So she ultimately contradicted herself right in that post, because if she hadn't consumed anything that I'd said over the last 72 hours, then she would not know that I was calling her out for doxing me, which she did know. So the thing is that the lies, they build up. She's contradicting herself in pretty much every statement. She's saying that she didn't know that she had not put, that she had made my name visible when she crossed it out haphazardly with an opaque setting, and blaming her poor eyesight for that. Well, I think that if she had been more careful,
one thing I will say, I didn't watch all of Rosie's video because I immediately, once I found out that she wasn't going to say the name, I started doing a thumbnail for my live. So I didn't see the whole thing, but I will say what seems to have started this all off, because Rosie did show receipts. This is why I don't know why she took it down, because that was her chance to, prove her side. But she did show receipts, and she showed a DM where Rain messaged her and basically told her she didn't want to be friends anymore. Didn't really give her reasoning, just said that she made her uncomfortable or something. I can't remember, and I don't, like I said, the video's gone, so we can't check it. But I think that is what kind of started it off. Rosie was very into the adult work, and I believe she was kind of trying to help Rosie get footing that way. Uh, and Rosie basically said that her advice gives her anxiety, and that was another reason that she didn't want to be friends with her anymore.
Attack of me and not just reacting emotionally. I've only known her for 6 months. This is that's part of the problem, you know. At the time, yeah. Thank you. I love my cooking show too. I love it so much. It makes me really happy. It is really horrible that she's brought my kids into this. Even my oldest son has made some posts on his Instagram basically just saying that he can't believe that he's being brought into, like, you know, internet drama by an adult. And it makes me feel horrible because I allowed this unsafe person into our lives because I thought that I was making a new friend. And thank you. Thank you. That's so cool. I'm learning new things about cooking all the time, every day still. And I've been cooking for many years. So helpful. My partner is quite helpful in that because they went to culinary school. So they have a lot more technique and things like that. It is unfair to me and my family. And that's the thing, is that she was just attacking.
The way I understood it, RBF, was that first of all, I don't know what all the content was that her son was editing. I was under the impression it was just her YouTube content, which is like cooking. She, you know, nothing on her YouTube channel. And when she did the response on YouTube to Rosie, she didn't do it on her channel, which I kind of was confused with that. Like, why did she have because the channel she put it out on was somebody else's channel, and it was a very, very small channel, so it wasn't going to get traction or views really, you know, which I found kind of weird. But I kind of gave her the benefit of the doubt there and said, you know, she didn't want drama on her channel, and that's why she didn't put it there. I don't know.
Me, but now she's attacking my family. And I blocked you. I don't know what you mean. Oops. I'm on here on YouTube. I don't know what you mean, hun. You're not blocked here. I don't generally block people unless they say something really abusive. So if I did block you and you hadn't done anything like that, then I'm very sorry. That had to have been a mistake.
Blondie, that twerk was for you.
But if you tell me where you're blocked, I'll happily fix it. And I'm sorry about that. Hi. Hi. I wish. I don't know.
Definitely. I totally agree, RBF. That, you know, their audience cross platforms. I totally agree with that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he was editing. And I was also under the impression that he was like older, like 17-ish, you know, almost adult. So when we saw this, I was like, well, you know, good for him that, you know, he's doing something to earn money at his age, blah, blah, blah. But if he's working on that stuff, I have to agree. That's pretty inappropriate and gross.
Report. People came to me. People who were actually Rosie's followers came to me and said that her erratic behavior and the way that she was talking felt threatening and unhinged, and that they were concerned about my safety. These are the types of messages I've been getting from people that I don't even know. It's on YouTube. Okay, can you tell me your YouTube name so I can fix that? I'm so sorry. I don't know how that happened. But I will certainly unblock you for sure. Yeah, so it's just been weird having people I don't even know, people who didn't even follow me on social media, find me on my Facebook of all places because she was so careless with my information. So that has really been eye-opening. So people have been reporting her Instagram story. I don't care about anything else at this point. I just want her taking these stories down. She's attacking me. She keeps stating, she's trying to turn the tables and say that I'm attacking her and I'm twisting the truth and that my lies are coming forward and all this stuff. But it's interesting that she's saying all of these things because I've also had several people come to me and to my best friend and say, hey, this is something that she does all the time, and that she's made multiple accusations towards multiple people over the years, and that this sort of and I didn't know, you know. Obviously, when I met her, she seemed like a very kind person, and at first she was, but over time I just started to realize that she had some emotional problems, which so do I, but hers were sort of basically rubbing me in a wrong way, and it just was like something that I wasn't capable of dealing with, which is why I did unfriend her. And when I did unfriend her, I said, you know, I tried really hard to be amicable, and I basically just said, you know, some people, Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to state anything about that, about her using autism or anything like that. I think that no matter what your... I'm not Miss Santiago. Yes, darling.
Greater than or equal to. That's the easiest way to work with numbers.
That is what you said. You do love numbers, don't you?
But in this case, would it be?
The easiest way to work with numbers? I think so. Take your lemon, please. Will you close my bedroom door?
Equal to is the easiest way to work with numbers in a situation
Sorry,
like
I'm
this.
not kidding. It just is, because greater than or equal to gives you lots of options for the answer, right? Thank you. Sorry. The kid loves math, what can I say? Yeah, but, I mean, like, basically, thank you. All I've been saying from the beginning of this is that, hey, I'm being attacked, but she is trying to turn it around, and I don't want to say anything about her using, like, you know, someone said here that she's using autism as a crutch. I mean, I understand better than most, honestly. Oh, he would love that. You're an accounting major. Oh, my goodness. He would have a field day talking math with you, because, honestly, one of the things that he it gets so frustrated at is that the fact that that he knows more math than pretty much anyone he knows. So we can't keep up around here. We try. We really do. But he's kind of a math genius, not going to lie. He's very, very smart. Oh, that's so cool. Your daughter wants to be a math professor. Yeah. Arthur has said things like that, too. He goes back and forth between wanting to be a cartographer who makes maps, wanting to be a mathematician. What is this? Yes, you may. Yeah, and stuff like that. So he's quite funny. But yeah, where was I? I don't even know. This is so exhausting. I just really wish that she would stop. That's all I want. All I want out of this is for these abusive posts to be taken down. That's it. Exactly. Cartographers do need mathematical skills. Yeah. He's very smart. He also loves space a lot. He knows a lot about space, so that's always fun too. And we play this game every night. Thank you. We try. We try to have a nice, supportive, and peaceful home. It's important. You know, I didn't have that as a kid, so I really want to ensure that my kids can have that. And that's one of the reasons why this whole situation is so triggering, is because, yeah, my children do not deserve to be brought into, yeah, that's true. Yeah, so that's the thing. My kids don't deserve to be brought into any of this. So that's the main reason why I want all of her stuff removed that she's been saying. Because it's a lot of lies, too. Like, just everything's been rewritten in our friendship. She's tried to insinuate all kinds of things that aren't true. And then it's funny because she says that my lies are coming forward. And it's like, what lies? All I'm literally doing is reacting to what you're saying. Like, I'm not attacking her. She's doing a good enough job on her own showing who she is. Like, I don't even need to do that. So,
see, I think she handled this like really, really classy. She could be totally, throwing shade at this woman, and she's not.
Even in her statement, which got removed from the forum that we're both on, because it is an 18-plus forum, and she once again brought up my children and was really inappropriate. So I'm very glad that they removed that. She so dramatically went in right after that and was like, "Oh, I see this forum as snatching posts or something to that nature." And it was just like, yeah, because you violated the terms. Like, you straight up violated the terms of harassment.
You know why it does that? So the actions for the fox are just like letters on the keyboard. So like twerking is A. So whenever I type anything into chat, I think whatever the first letter I type is, that my fox does that action. And I don't realize it till one of you guys says something.
And trolling. And
Hi, Susie.
I went and read the terms before I reported her comment, and I knew it was a violation of the terms, and that's what happens. And so, honestly, that's why I've been reporting and having people report her current social media, too, because if you guys see what she's saying and how reactive it is and how threatening it is.
Exactly. Level and world are not the same thing.
That's true, but
Rosalind, are you still here?
it could be the same thing on certain games, right? But usually the world is the bigger one, and then there's levels within the world, right?
It's not like levels are world.
I think what the minor consent thing was, this fat Rose is claiming, so Rain's teenage son was doing her editing and stuff for her videos, but he was out of work when he was doing that, so she was paying him to edit her videos, but he was also teaching her how as he was doing it. So he has a full-time job now. He's not editing her videos. I believe she's doing her video, editing them on her own. I'm not sure. But he's not editing them anymore. But Fat Rose tried to say that she forces her son to edit her videos. He doesn't like doing it. He says he's uncomfortable doing it. On and on and on. So I think the minor consent thing is about that. Like, she's saying, he doesn't consent to the editing. That's the only thing I can figure after watching these things. But I guess maybe, sometimes stuff jumps out at you the second and third watch around.
That's true. Well, in some games it might be. It might be, this world is level 1, and this world, it just depends on how the game is programmed.
How about homophobia? Is its programmed?
I don't know, Hohokam. You'd have to tell me. That's your game.
I'm not sure. I have to look it up.
Okay. Thank you. Close the door, please. Adorable. Oh, yeah, they can be. Look at Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy. All good points. Good points of reference. Ho-Hokum is the game that he plays on the PS3. It's pretty chill, actually. You, like, take this little snake guy and you, like, go and, like, collect things. It's pretty cool. It's a vibe. The music's pretty chill. It's kind of trippy. I'm okay. I mean, honestly, I'm doing fine other than this.
The silly thing is, Tabby, is that this Rose put, like, the information about her son, well, I think both of her kids put information about both of her children out there on Twitter. Of all places. Like, Twitter is like I don't even know what to compare it to, but Twitter is ugly. It gets really ugly on Twitter.
Heinous nonsense that I'm dealing with from a very immature person. God, get out of here. This is not appropriate. That's not the platform for that, bruh. Yeah, it's a pretty cool game.
I don't think it's a full-time job.
Yeah, so anyways,
I'm not exactly sure how old or how young he is, but at first I was thinking it sounded like he was maybe in his 20s or something, but then I can't remember. She says something in one of these that makes me think that he's like higher teens, like maybe 18, 19.
Update, but yeah, she's now taken to talking about my kids openly on her not safe for work Twitter, and that's the other thing too, is she's like, even on her posts on this forum, she goes, well, I don't know if this has made it here yet, but
Avery, there is one out there. If you Google it, you should be able to find it. I had one, and that's why I was like panicking, thinking I was going to have to change my my channel name and all that stuff, because they had changed the TOS and they put Dammit on that list of words that we're not allowed to use. And I was like, oh my gosh, every one of my videos was getting limited, blah, blah, blah. So then they changed the list, and now Dammit is taken off of the list. So there are ones that were removed. So just try to find like the most updated list you can.
Blah, 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 blah. And starts. And the first person's
reaction
was...
I totally agree, Angel. And that's what I was saying. When I did this video, my understanding was that, first of all, I didn't realize that Rosie was doing adult work. So I thought, basic, because I followed her on Instagram. She didn't put stuff like that, anywhere that I had seen it. So when I did this, I thought that he was just editing her YouTube videos, which were cooking shows. So like, big deal, I did not. And I still, to be honest, we still don't know if he was editing her adult content. At least I have not seen anything. Maybe Rosie had proof of that, but the video is gone. So who knows?
Emoji was popcorn, which of course, like, she's literally like, hey, look at me, I'm having a meltdown, I'm being victimized.
So Julianne, I don't know if you remember, I know you've been here a long time. So we had been covering Rain, just everybody seemed to like her. So we were kind of covering her as sort of like a palate cleanser. And her and Rosie got in this fight. And this was before Rosie was on YouTube. She was just on Instagram when they got in this fight. So I covered the fight, but since Rosie, came here.
Like, she wants attention. And so, of course, someone's emoji was popcorn. And then the second person, their emoji, or their thing that they wrote was, well, it's here now. And that's the thing, is that I didn't move anything to Facebook. She did, when she started taking screenshots of my Facebook. I didn't move anything to that other platform. She did, when she started mentioning it there. And then was like, I don't know if it's made it here yet or not. But, and it's like, you're trying to pretend that I'm the one spreading this.
Oh, that was another thing that was in Rose's video, the wedding. She was happy for them for the wedding and everything else. And she did show texts between her and Rain. I don't know if it was on like the day of the wedding or what, but Rain asked to borrow $100 from Rose, which Rose apparently did give her. But the way that she asked, and maybe it was just because there was not, the rest of the context wasn't there because it was just a screenshot. Maybe there was texts before that never, that she didn't show, but it was kind of weird the way she had asked for the $100, because it wasn't really, it was like, can you send me $100 or something like that. I don't even think it said Ken, because it was almost not even a question. I thought that was a little bit weird, almost like an expectation. But like I said, there could have been context missing that I didn't get to see.
Around the internet, but it's actually you.
Oh, what did I just do? Give me a second, guys.
You're trying to pretend that I'm the one that's attacking you, but all of that I keep saying is stop attacking me. It's actually you. Like, anyone who takes enough time to look at what is actually happening here, because I don't want anything at this point. Like, even the...
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Thanks, Dot. You reminded me. So she married a man from, I don't know, I want to say Turkey, but I might be wrong. But she married a man in another country, and he's not here in the States and not with her. I don't know when that happens. She did speak briefly on that, and it sounds like it's going to be a couple years before he can even get, before he'll be able to come here.
Original point that I had on Twitter, which, by the way, I don't even think is appropriate to talk about here because my beef was with a post she made on Twitter. So, but even that, like, I don't care. You want it stricken from the record? You want me to take it back? I had a problem with something. I had a question about something. It seemed like maybe it was not a cool thing that she did. But, like, honestly, at the end of the day, I don't care. Just stop.
Yeah, I think you're right, Lilith France.
That's it. That's all I want. Just stop. And she keeps saying, like, the same thing. Like, she keeps saying, like, I want this to stop. I want this to stop. And yet she continually keeps bringing up lies, personal things that, like, and twisting them. Like, she's the one who continues the attack. So what does she want to stop? When she stops attacking me, I'll stop defending myself and responding. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not perpetuating this. I'm not moving it from platform to platform. I'm only responding to what's being said about me and how now inappropriately.
No, Flowers. Rosie put out a video this morning addressing all of this, but once I came live and we were going to watch it, she took the video down. So we don't have Rosie's side anymore.
She's involving my kids.
This is Rain. Her channel. I'll put her channel in the chat. Her channel is Planet with a Palate.
So that's all I want.
No, stop the way that word.
I've literally
I've
the last
seen this
live.
girl trying to break it into...
Make this stop. Stop it. Please stop. But she's angry that her comment got removed off of that platform. But it got removed because it was abusive. It was a violation of their terms. And I'm 99% sure that a lot of the stuff that she has over on her Instagram towards me is also a violation of terms. So if you see it, please report it. That's all I can say is, like, if she's violating terms and harassing me, I am going to not retaliate because I don't do that. But I am going to protect myself by reporting it. And so that's what I'm doing.
And that's
all I really can do at this point. That being said,
I feel
really
bad
would
because
like to focus.
She thinks that, the cops are going to do something, and most creators, when they get doxxed and harassed, they do think that the cops are going to do something, but most of the time they don't do anything. Most of the time the things that people are reporting or whatever aren't actually against the law, which is sad. They need to come up to date with the laws to fit internet stuff, It
has been 4 days, yeah. And that was the funny thing, too, is she was like, I haven't consumed any of the media that Rain has said about me in the last 72 hours. Well, the only thing that I've continually said in the last 72 hours
Guys,
is that I'm under attack and I want it to stop.
Can we move away from that subject, please?
That is it. And that's also not true. She has somehow consumed what I'm saying because she had the information that I was calling her out for doxing me. So in the same statement, she, counteracted her own statement, which, that's been kind of par for the course since the beginning, honestly. She says she wants this situation to stop, and yet she keeps spreading it to other platforms. She says, like, even on her post on this other platform that she put it on, she was like...
I believe she does adult work, Bella, like OnlyFans. I know she's on a couple, like, BBW sites. I want this to stop. I just want this to stop. Please stop. But you just brought it there. You just brought the drama there. Like... Your words don't match your actions. Everyone can see it. And you're definitely violating terms because you're harassing me. So, and again, I'm not saying anything bad about you. Grandpa. I'm literally just repeating the behavior that you're having. And I do think you're consuming my media. And I really do want you to stop, including my family, for one, because that is out of bounds. Oh, I don't think so, Annalyn.
Stop.
Thank you, Peace. Let me look. Forgot my cue. I uploaded a very serious video this morning. I deleted the video because I missed editing out a name in one screenshot about 7 minutes in. And after reflecting, since I deleted it, it will remain deleted. It was regarding my community post from yesterday. It became clear that a lot of you don't know who this is, and I refuse to name them. I feel so frustrated because I feel my story should be heard, but I do not want this video to send a bunch of hate toward them or cause a shitstorm either. Since I missed a censor, I'm not going to make the mistake of leaving it up. If you saw the video, I stand behind every word. It might just be better to have not posted it at all and let people assume what they want. I just don't want to be discussed by this person anymore because they attacked me over and over and somehow made themselves a victim. And this is the one from yesterday, I guess she must be talking about. The person who bullied me, sorry guys, my husband's out mowing. The person who bullied me into the mental hospital that I have spoken about without naming because I want, sorry, because I want to move on from their abuse has named me in their comment Q&A today. This person is an abuser. My story has and will never change because it's the truth. I've decided to never say this person's name again, to take back my power from the unprovoked attack. They and their bestie lead on me on adult Twitter when they claimed I was faking being disabled, mocking my mental health, and continuing the gaslighting and manipulation. Using the ways I responded to their abuse to manipulate the narrative because they are a 40-year-old adult who has a long-standing history of abusing contracts with other adult plus size and feeder models and many other stories prior to their cash grab of YouTube, using mukbangs instead of feeder content to profit. If they want to play ball, I can tee up because F this. I want my platform to not be about drama. That's why I realized I needed to back off of Gore World. But I'll be damned to let this person trigger my PTSD again and again and continue to smear me on YouTube when I couldn't defend myself. Now I can. Who's playing victim now? Right, peace, baby. Her community post is longer than Foodie's. Thank you, Kiki. She is another foodie. Okay, sorry. I'll continue. One of us has accountability, and it sure as shit isn't them. I've had their name comment blocked from the inception of my channel. If they didn't want any association with me, they would have deleted that and already had my username blocked as well. I had to block their ex-husband's legal name because people were name dropping them in my comments. But they want the engagement and drama for money. I don't. My response, once I am monetized, will be demonetized because I don't want to make a penny from them, their name, or any previous association with that monster. You won't even let us hear your words, Rosie. No, right, exactly, Poper. Yes, and the victim behavior, Blondie. Like, who was it? Was it Poper? One of you guys said, like, her ailments are too much. Like, and, you know, a lot of us have numerous ailments going on, but every single live comes down to, like, your ailments. Everybody else is not responsible for your mental health. I don't care if you enjoy both of our content or one versus the other. Just don't want to have their name brought to me ever again. As I stated, one of my biggest regrets was trying to be this person's friend again after they viciously attacked me in DMs in 2019. And I declined their exploitative model site contract in 2014 for plus size models. I wish I had known better. I just want to move on. And here's this post that she put up. We had a falling out. They posted revenge P of me and is a narc who flipped the script of the story. Wow. Good afternoon, Z's. So so basically she's saying that Rain posted revenge P of her. I feel the same about them and want nothing to do with them. I forced them to take that content down as well as OnlyFans. At the time, it was the 2 most viewed videos they had on YouTube. Yeah, Julianne. I mean, you guys know, even certain people right now that are in Gora World that really mentally should not be on YouTube. You know, it's detrimental to their mental health, but that's their responsibility, not everybody here. All right, that's all she has about that. We'll go back to the video. I'm sorry about the mowing, you guys. This is the second time he did that, and he knows I'm live. He goes right next to my office window.
Harassing me.
I will say, like I've said this before, I feel like Rain is classier than, say, this, which I'm surprised that Rose is being so messy because she's a model. She models for some plus size clothing companies. And so I'm kind of surprised that she's, going on the attack at Rain publicly on Twitter. There was something else I was going to say too. I don't remember.
Please, stop telling lies. Yeah, well, I don't really dig the...
Oh, I was going to say, I think she does like OnlyFans and some BBW sites and stuff, but I don't get like BBW Veronica vibes with Rain. You know what I mean? Like Rain I feel like Rain keeps it together. She's classy.
Whole yeah, I mean, I think so. I think it comes off pretty clear who is misbehaving.
I don't know her, Kiki. I was covering her a few months ago when we were looking for a new move for, to react to, because Chantel's content was so boring and remains boring. But anyways, so I was covering her, and we kind of had decided we were going to use Rain as like a palate cleanser because everybody pretty much seemed to like her. I can't remember if it might have been Brandy. I remember one of my mods didn't care for her, and that was it. Everybody else seemed to really like her. Hi, Tangled Bliss. Hi, Jody. But let me see. Most adults have health and physical issues. Many don't discuss them online nor want pity or attention because they are more than their disabilities. I know. Yes, Tangled Bliss. And that's what I was saying. Every single one of her videos comes down to all, her mental health stuff. And I get it. Believe me, a lot of us get it. And that's why a lot of us are here, because we have mental health issues, some to the point where they can't leave the house or whatever. A lot of us came here, to find interaction with people because of certain mental health disorders or whatever. But like I said, that's your responsibility to take care of. And if things are too hard for you, or you're hearing or seeing things that are too hard for you, log off, because nobody else is responsible for your mental health.
In this situation, I don't know how else to put it. I feel like a parent with a teenage child, but also, though, not really, because I am a parent with a teenage child. My teenage child is way more, mature than this. So no, it's not even that. It's like, I don't even know how to describe what's happening. It's bad behavior. It's bad behavior. So.
She does. Kaya's right. She absolutely does, Rosalind.
My eyes are bad. That's why I doxed her. Yeah, them. But yeah, it's I've been thinking about growing my hair out, but I honestly miss having...
Oh my gosh, I would love it, Chrisley, if it's a reason for her to go back to Canada. I get so bored when she's in Kuwait. Hi, Fish. Good morning.
it shaved on the sides, and so I'm probably gonna get a haircut soon. I've just been like, so in case you're wondering why I have all this crazy shaggy hair right now, I've just been like thinking about it. Like this is my I'm thinking about it. But usually what happens when I start thinking about growing my hair out is that
Peace Baby said, hungry fat chick knows Rain, and she's talked about how sweet she is. That was my, see, I'm really, really trying to listen to like my intuition, because I've told you guys before, I'm really slow when it comes to people. Like I trust too easily, but for some reason, Rosie just, I didn't dislike her or anything right off the bat. I just felt like people were flocking her, like, oh my gosh, there's a new lol cow, and they just like flocked her and kind of, I don't know, raised her numbers and stuff for her and everything. I just, with Rosie, had stated, I was reserving my opinion until later, until I saw more from her and, had a better feeling for her. But Rain, I kind of had a good feeling with Rain right off the bat. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, because like I said, I'm kind of slow when it comes to people. It usually takes me longer to realize somebody's a jerk than it takes others.
End up shaving it, because I always feel weird when I don't have some piece of my hair shaved. I've kind of had short hair ever since I was like 15.
Hold on. Is it your birthday fish? Tell me. Yeah, she was dying when they were out in the desert that day. Same, Kiki. Yep, she did, Rose or Blondie. Okay, you were doing the cake part. Okay, I was like, oh my gosh, all right, now I have to show you guys just because I got so excited. So I made a little thing for when we have.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm going back and forth. I do like my grays, and weirdly enough, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't clipped my hair, is because I'm a really big fan of these gray hairs. Look at this. It's like, okay, silver fox much. No, I like the gray hairs. I think it makes me look real witchy. Thank you, Mariana. Yeah. Well, my partner loves when I get a fresh cut and my hair is shaved on. They love that. Well, and the main thing is they love rubbing the side of my head. But yeah, I'm gonna, I know that I should just stop responding. Like, a lot of people have told me that.
Oh my gosh, like, Irma, I could make the birthday candles pickles. Pickles straight up in the cake. Angel, really? She was never diagnosed with autism? See, I thought that was a legit diagnosis. She just diagnosed herself.
But I feel like every time I do, I like take some time and walk away, and then I come back and there's like 5 more.
I know.
Things,
what is it about that spot?
Oh, that's so cool. You know what? I don't know if you like cabbage, but the egg roll bowls that I just made, that I just put up, keep a shaved part. Yep, I agree. But a lot of the videos that I've made, some of them are pretty easy to make. I would specifically suggest starting with maybe the rancholadas or the egg roll bowl, because those two are really easy. If I don't know what your cooking level skill level is, but those ones are easy dishes to make and they're fun. And they feed a lot of people, so that's nice too. Yeah, that's the thing, is I do feel like I'm in the right to respond, because I don't have my, I don't.
For real? Was the whole cake like made to look like a pickle, or there was actual pickles on it, or what? I'm very intrigued, Dax.
Want to allow this type of behavior to go unchecked. It's bad enough that it's happening, but I also think that people need to be aware of what is being said and how things are being handled across multiple platforms, because I think that it genuinely shows.
Right, Blondie? Just one. We're not asking for much, just one. Now, I will say, as far as Rain, Planet with a Palate, she doesn't have any desire to lose the weight or, change her lifestyle or whatever. So her channel really is like nothing about weight loss or healthy eating or anything like that.
I'm under attack, and that someone is genuinely harassing me at this point. And I want to respond to that, because I don't think it's appropriate. To be honest, you doubt it. Doubt what? let's see.
Are you on live chat?
Yeah, if you ignore it, it will hopefully she will get bored and it will go away. So from my understanding, from what a lot of people have said, is that this is a pretty normal behavior for her. A lot of people have come out of the woodworks and been like, listen, I've been on the end of one of these attacks from Rosie before, and like it's a pretty frequent thing with her. So it's like, you know.
I didn't even think of that, Lilith. I'm like, why? Thank you, Lilith.
Honestly, like, if this is the type of harassing behavior that she continues to exhibit, then it's only a matter of time before she's going to end up having her platform taken away.
Rain, just stay you, stay classy, keep handling it the way you are. Don't bite back at her. Don't stoop to that level.
And, like, you really have to be careful when you're, like, you know, calling out people, divulging people's personal information. That's really inappropriate. And whether or not it was because of her eyesight or not, had she been more careful.
Frosty. I see a dragon on a diet. Ink blot test.
With my information, she wouldn't have doxed me. But she wasn't, because she was angry. So what's my favorite meal I made
Somebody
so far
said,
on Playing
which
with the Palate?
is so true. Why do they all have chest tattoos? They really do.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Gosh, I don't know. I love all food. I love them so much. Maybe my favorite meal might be the pot roast. Might have been the pot roast. It was real good. Real good. Gosh, yeah, it was delicious. Not gonna lie. I think that's the favorite.
Polka dots are fun, aren't they?
I agree.
Where would she go, you guys, if she did come back to Canada? She has no apartment now. Pete's lives with, I don't know, the old couple or whatever. She can't take the cat to her mom's. Where would she even go?
For polka dots.
I love polka.
Maybe she would be staying with Nads and Dee Dee.
You know what I love?
What?
I love you.
Tell me why polka dots are fun.
Polka dots are cool, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, here, get up. Cutie pie. I love that kid. He's a hoot. Anyways, I'm gonna probably. Hi, howdy. Oh yeah, he done left.
Does,
He's in
I
quick.
agree.
But yeah, anyhow, I think the pot roast. Pot roast is my favorite
I guess
one so
I was
far.
under the impression that Phyllis lived with Smee. She doesn't.
But I love them all. One of my signature dishes is actually the episode I did with Rosie Jean. Is the stuffed chicken. That's one of my signatures that I've been making for a long time.
Oh, no,
so that one's a real good one.
You're okay.
You can't go wrong with fried chicken. I mean, come on. I'm going to be making a burger pretty soon. Now, this burger, it's going to be up there. He is a good lad. Both my kids are pretty awesome. Not
Hey,
gonna lie.
Jason.
Like, I really lucked out in the parent department. Like, they're just fantastic people. I love these people. Yeah.
Aw, Bree.
Yeah, they're both good eggs. Yeah. So I think pot roast. If I had to guess, chicken. Yeah, fried chicken. That was the first episode. It had to be fried chicken. Ooh, you liked the herbs de Provence.
You
I
may
love
not
hearing
be.
that.
You may not be off, Tabby. Somebody asked me yesterday, I won't say who, but somebody asked me yesterday if I thought that he was abusive. And my reply was that I don't think he's physically abusive. I do think he's controlling, which can be abusive. So that's my feelings on it. You guys don't think that physically he does any harm to her, do you?
Love that. I love herbs de Provence. They're so good. You should try it on some roasted vegetables. I like to do like some turnips and carrots and I mean, you could do any kind of roasted veggie, Brussels sprouts, but I love the herbs de Provence if you do like a little bit of balsamic on like some carrots and turnips and parsnips. So good. So good. And you just roast them and you throw a little bit of the herb de Provence on top, a little salt, a little pepper, a little olive oil, and a little balsamic. Not like a balsamic glaze so that it's sweet, just like a little bit of balsamic vinegar. So good. Yeah, delicious. I love talking about food. I could literally talk about food all day. I have so many upcoming episode ideas. Like I love balsamic glaze. I don't know.
I was going to call them salad. Salah and Foodie, Brie.
Y'all saw the butterboard that I made, but it had a balsamic glaze on it.
Yes.
That butterboard.
See, I agree, Tabby.
I've seen a lot of butterboards. That was my
Bruise
first
is
butterboard
healed.
to ever make. But we started talking about like what can we put on this butterboard, and I tell you, when me and Ivy get together and start to cook,
Yeah,
big
but
ideas
Pete's doesn't have the money to take her in again. I think Pete's is pretty well broke.
start happening. And I'm so excited because the Mother's Day episode that's coming up, thank you so much. The Mother's Day episode that's coming up of the show has me and Ivy, and Ivy's mom came out to film Mother's Day with us, which was so cute and so cool. And it was nice because like she was around the house. She went with us to my oldest son's, he had a play. It was incredible. Like the entire cast. I grew up in Texas, but I live in Florida now. Yeah, it's going to be a really fun episode, the Mother's Day episode. I can't.
But
He's such
see,
a good actor.
I don't ever catch him, Bella. He
A guilty pleasure for you. It's foie gras. Okay, so interestingly enough, I had a being that you can, Panic at the Disco. Sucked learning that. Yeah, I agree. So actually, I have a story about Panic at the Disco because I hadn't seen a concert in a hot minute, and I knew Panic at the Disco because like my nest brain.
All right, guys. Yeah, that's the end of her stuff with Rosie, and we can't watch Rosie's video. I don't know why Rosie even actually addressed it now because I thought this was all over with, but maybe because she's now on YouTube, which is where Rain, has her channel. I don't know, but that is all I wanted to bring you guys today. I thought I would jump on. If any of the other reactors you guys know, if you need the my stream with Rosie, it is in my description. The link is into my description. Any of the reactors, you're welcome to use it. Oh no, Lizzie. I was just ready to end on. Thank you guys all for coming. I'm sorry, Lizzie. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you guys all for coming and hanging out. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.